sir.
Good morning, PC. Any news for me?
I hear bad accounts of Voysey's preferred, sir.
Oh, who from?
Merriton James is head clerk in the train this morning.
Oh, they were all right on... where's the Times?
Aye. Thanks. Oh, that's from Mr. Leader about the codicil. You'll answer that?
Mr. Leader. Yes.
Yeah.
Albert's Mr. Edwards here, I suppose?
No, no, sir.
What?
They've gone?
Mr. Edward?
Oh, yes, sir. Been in his room sometime. I thought you said Headley. He's not due back till Thursday.
Tell Mr. Edward I've come.
Yes, sir. Anything else?
Not for the moment. Cold morning, isn't it?
Well, quite surprising, sir.
Had a touch of frost down at Chislehurst.
So early?
I want it for the survey.
Oh, yes, of course, sir.
All right, I'll call through about the rest of the letters.
Very good, sir.
Good morning, my dear boy.
Father?
Well?
I'm glad to see you.
I see you have the papers there.
Yes.
Been through them?
As you wish me. I went through everything twice. I wanted to make quite sure.
Oh, Father.
Now, look here, Edward. I'm going to ring and dispose of these letters. Please pull yourself together.
I didn't leave my room all day yesterday.
It isn't Sunday. You must learn, whatever the business may be, to leave it behind you at the office. Life's not worth living else. Well, there's not much else, PC. Tell Simmons that if he satisfies you about the details of this lease, it'll be all right.
Very good, sir.
Now, sit down. I've given you about 48 hours, have I? Oh, no, man. We'll thresh the thing out now. Go through the two accounts. Mrs. Murbury is first. What do you make of it?
Well, I thought you were playing some joke on me.
Oh, come now.
We have the lease of her present house, several agreements. Here's her will. Here's an expired power of attorney over her securities and her property generally. There are her banker's receipts, sums amounting to an average of £420 a year. But, Father, I find no record of any capital to produce this.
Go on. What do you find?
Until about 3 years ago, there seems to have been 11,000 in Queenslands, which did produce exactly that same sum. But after January of that year, I can find no record of them.
In fact, the Queenslands are missing. Vanished.
Yes.
Well, from which you conclude...
I supposed at first you had not handed me all the papers.
Since Mrs. Murbury evidently still gets that $420 a year, somehow. Lucky woman. Well, we'll return to the good lady later. Now, what about the other?
The Hasserley Trust.
Yes, I know, my dear boy. I shall have lots to say to you, but let's get quietly through with these details first.
Well, this is simple enough. We are young Hasserley's trustees until he comes of age. The property was 38,000 invested in consoles. Certain sums were to be allowed for his education. We seem to be paying them.
Regularly?
Quite, but where's the capital?
Have you taken the trouble to calculate what will be due from us for that?
Yes, sir. Capital and interest, about £46,000.
A respectable sum. In 5 years' time.
When he comes of age.
That gives us, say, 4 years and 6 months in which to think about it.
Thank you for showing me these, sir. Shall I put them in the safe now?
Yes, you'd better. There's the key. them down. It's no use having hysterics, Edward. Look your trouble in the face. Oh, I'm sorry, my dear boy. Let yourself go. Have your cry out, as the women say.
How long has this been going on? Why didn't you tell me before?
You don't seem to notice that I'm not breaking my heart like this.
Are there other accounts? What's the extent of it? I mean, when did it begin? Father, what made you begin it?
I didn't begin it.
You didn't? Who then?
My father before me.
But that's terrible. Father, I'm glad, but...
My inheritance, Edward. I had hoped it wasn't to be yours.
You mean to tell me this sort of thing has been going on for more than 30 years?
Yes. We do what we must in this world, Edward. I have done what I had to do.
Perhaps I'd better just listen while you explain.
You know that I'm heavily into Northern Electrics.
Yes.
You don't know how heavily. I bought in 95. What are they today?
72.
71 and a half.
With whose money are you so heavily into Northern Electrics?
The firm's money.
Client's money?
Yes. But there's no immediate danger. I should think anyone could see that from the figures there.
Is
There's
that
no
the
real
worst?
risk at all.
Is that the worst?
Have you studied these two accounts, or have you not?
Yes, sir.
Where's the deficiency in Mrs. Mowbray's income? What has young Hathley lost?
He stands to lose.
He stands to lose nothing if I'm spared for a little. And you will only bring a little common sense to bear. Try to understand the difficulties of my position.
How bad were things when you came into control?
Oh, I forget.
You can't forget.
Pretty bad.
How was it, my grandfather?
Muddled and timidity. Had a perfect mania for petty speculation. He'd no capital, no real credit. And he went in terror of his life. My dear Edward, if I hadn't found out in time, he'd have confessed to the first man who came and asked for a balance sheet.
How much was it about then?
Oh, that was a tidy sum.
Can't have taken all these years to pay it off.
Hasn't it?
Then how do you explain, sir, that such a recent trust as young Hathley's has been broken into?
Well, what could be safer? There's no one to interfere, and we haven't to settle up for 5 years.
But, Father...
Well?
It's not right.
That is a word, Edward, which one should learn to use very carefully. You mean that from time to time I have had to go beyond the letter of the law. But consider the position I found myself in. Was I to see my father ruined and disgraced without lifting a finger to help him?
The thing that concerns me is what you're doing now.
My dear boy, can't you trust me a little? Here's our firm, prosperous, respected, and without a stain on its honor. That's the main point, isn't it?
Very well, sir. Let's dismiss from our minds for the moment any prejudice about behaving as honest firms of solicitors do behave.
We need do nothing of the sort. If a man gives me definite instructions about his property, I follow them. More often than not, he suffers.
But if Mrs. Mowbray knew...
Well, if you can make her understand her affairs, financial or other, it's more than I ever could. Go and knock it into her head, then, if you can, that £420 of her income hasn't, for the last 8 years, come from the place where she thinks it's come from, and see how happy you'll make her.
But is that £420 a year as safe as it was before you...
Why not?
What's the security?
My financial ability.
Why, one would think you were satisfied with this state of things.
My dear boy, I give all I have to the firm's work, my brain, my energies, my whole life. If I could establish every one of these people with a separate and consistent bank balance tomorrow, naturally I should do it.
Do you mean to tell me you couldn't somehow put things straight before now?
Well, it's so easy to talk, isn't it?
If 30 years of this sort of thing hasn't brought you hopelessly to grief, there must have been opportunities.
Must there? Well, I hope that when I'm in the ground, you may find them and put everything right with a stroke of your pen if you find it so easy.
I?
You're my partner and my son. You inherit the problem.
Oh, no, Father.
Well, why else have I had to tell you all this?
Father, I can't possibly. And I don't think you've any right to ask me.
Why not, pray?
It's perpetuating the dishonesty.
You don't believe I've told you the truth?
Well, I want to believe...
It's no proof, my having earned these 20 or 30 people their incomes for the past how many years?
Whether what you've done has been wrong or right, I can't meddle in it.
Very well. Forget all I've said. Go back to your room. Get back to your drudgery. A life's work, my life's work, ruined. What does that matter?
What'll happen if I leave the firm now?
I shall see that you are not held responsible.
I wasn't thinking of myself, sir.
Well, I shan't mind the exposure. It won't make me blush in my coffin.
I came in this morning thinking that next week would see us in the dock together.
And I suppose if I'd broken down and begged your pardon for my folly, you'd have done anything for me, gone to prison smiling, eh?
I suppose so.
Well, I'm sorry I can't assume sackcloth and ashes to oblige you. My dear Edward, you've led a quiet, humdrum life up to now with your poetry, your ethics, and your philosophy, huh? Never been brought face to face with any really vital problem. Now, don't make a fool of yourself just through ignorance.
You should have told me before you brought me into the partnership.
Should I be telling you at all if I could help it? And I know you're about as fit for the job as a babe unborn. I've been hoping and praying for these 3 years past that you'll show signs of shaping into something. If you run away from this, Edward, you're a coward. My father was a coward, and he suffered for it to the end of his days. Why, I was more of a sick nurse to him here than a partner. Oh, good Lord, of course it's pleasant and comfortable to keep within the law. Then the law will look after you. Otherwise, you have to look out pretty sharp for yourself. You have to cultivate your own sense of right and wrong. Deal your own justice. But that makes a bigger man of you, let me tell you. How easily could I have walked out of my father's office and left him to his fate, but I didn't. I thought it my better duty to stay, and yes, I say it with all reverence, to take up my cross. Well, I've carried that cross pretty successfully. And what's more, it's made a happy and a self-respecting man of me. No, I don't want what I've been saying to influence you, Edward. You're a free agent. You must consult your conscience and decide upon your own course of action. Now, don't let's discuss the matter any more for the moment.
Don't forget to put those papers away.
Are you coming down to Chislehurst soon? With Hugh and his wife, and Booth and Emily, and Christopher for a day or two until he goes back to school.
How is Chris?
He's all right again now. Grows more like his father. Booth's very proud of him. So am I.
I don't think I can face them all just at the moment.
Oh, nonsense.
I feel as if this thing were written on my face. How I shall get through business, I don't know. Father, you should have brought one of the others into the firm. Trenchard or Booth.
Trenchard? You're twice the man Booth could ever be. Edward, you mustn't imagine that the whole world is standing on its head simply because you've had an unpleasant piece of news. Come down to Chislehurst tonight. We'll say tomorrow night. Be good for you. Stop your brooding. That's your worst vice, Edward. You'll find the household as if nothing had happened. And then you'll remember that nothing really has happened. And presently you'll see that nothing need happen if you keep your head. And remember, my dear boy, that if I should find myself in prison tomorrow, I wouldn't wish a single thing I've ever done undone. My life has been a happy one. Your dear, dear mother has been spared to me. You're most of you good children, and a credit to what I've done for you.
Father.
Run along, now, run along. I must finish these letters and get into the city.
I'll think it over, sir.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. And, Edward, don't brood. Send Atkinson to me, please.
Favour conscription.
Certainly I'm hot and strong for conscription.
My dear boy, the country won't hear of it.
I differ from you. If we, the army, the brains of the army, say as one man to the country, conscription is once more necessary for your safety, what answer has the country? Huh? There you are. None.
You try and you'll see.
Well, if the international situation grows more threatening, I shall seriously consider going on half pay for a bit and entering the House.
Oh.
And I'm not a conceited man, but I believe that if I speak out upon a subject that I understand, and only upon that subject, then the House and the country will listen.
The gentlemen of England have always risen to an emergency. Why, old as I am, I would shoulder a musket myself if need be, but...
Just one moment. Our national safety is not the only question. There's the stamina of the race. Deplorably deteriorated. You should just see the fellas trying to enlist nowadays. Horrid little runts with their stinking little fags hanging out the corner of their slobbering little mouths. What England wants is chest and discipline, and conscription.
Your godson talks a good deal, doesn't he? You know, when our major gets into a club, he gets on the committee. And then goes on at them just like this, don't you, Booth?
Well, sir, people tell me I'm a useful man on committees.
Oh, I don't doubt it. Your voice must drown all discussion. Fortunately for your poor mother, she's deaf, but I must say, I often think what a devil of a time the rest of the family will have with you when I'm gone.
Well, sir, it might be my duty as eldest son, Trenchard not counting.
Trenchard not counting. Oh, certainly. Bully them. Never mind whether you're right or wrong, bully them. I don't manage things that way myself, but I think it's your best chance.
Well, if I were a conceited man, sir, I could trust you to take it out of me.
George, help yourself. Drink to your godson's health. Yeah. Long may he keep his chestnuts. Never heard him on parade, have you?
There's one thing you learn in the army. That's how to display yourself. Booth makes a perfect fire screen, but I believe after mess that position is positively rushed.
Well, if you want a bit of fire, say so, you sucking Lord Chancellor. Just because I mean to allow you to be my brother-in-law, you think you could be impertinent.
Oh, Vicar, the port's with you. Help yourself. Send it on.
Oh, thank you. I've had my quantum.
Nonsense.
Well, a teeny-weeny drink.
By the way, did you see Lady Mary yesterday? She going to help us clear off the debt on the chapel?
Well, no. I'm afraid she isn't.
Why?
Well, the fact is, she's quite angry.
What about?
Well, I regret to tell you, it's about Hugh's fresco.
I knew there'd be trouble.
Well, someone has let it out to her that the apostles are all portraits of people, and she strongly disapproves.
So do I.
Indeed, I fear she is writing to you to say that as Hugh is your son, she thinks you should have kept him under better control. First of all, you know, he wanted to make them local characters. The butcher and the plumber and old Sanford. He said the 15th century Florentines always did it. I said, my dear Hugh, we are not 15th century Florentines.
Hugh's no good at a likeness. I don't believe anyone would have known.
But then, far worse, he'd made them all quite well-known public characters. And as it was in tempera, he couldn't alter it without taking the wall down.
What's the debt now?
£300 nearly.
Well, I shall have to stump up, I suppose.
Anonymously, what?
George Booth, will you go halves?
Certainly not. I can't see what we wanted the chapel at all for. £800 and more.
Oh, people do drop in and pray. Oh, I've seen them.
Well, Vicar, it's your business, of course. But I think it's wrong to encourage all this extra religion. Work on weekdays, church on Sundays. That was the rule when I was young.
You can't stop people praying.
Keep to the middle of the road. That's what I tell any young man.
Safety first.
Certainly. For what should be a man's aim in life? I've always known mine. I inherited a modest fortune. I've never needed to take the bread out of other men's mouths by working. My money has been wisely administered, we'll ask your father about that, and has not diminished. I've paid my taxes without grumbling. I've never wronged any man. I've never lied about anything that mattered. I've left theories to take care of themselves and try to lead the life of an English gentleman. And I consider there's no higher, at any rate, no more practical ideal.
Here. Oh, I say, I'm scorching. Try one of those new cigars, Dennis.
No, thank you.
I will.
Must be taking my departure.
Already?
No, not those. The Raymond Aloneses. Why on earth doesn't Honor see that they're here?
Spare time for a chat with my wife before you go. She had ideas about a children's tea fight.
Oh, certainly I will.
My goodness, one can never find anything in this house.
My regards to Mrs. Compass. Hope her lumbago will be better.
Oh, these trials are sent us.
It's cold again tonight. Ass of an architect who built this house. Such a draft.
We think you've stayed in here quite long enough.
That is to say that Ethel thinks that Dennis has been kept out of her pocket much too long.
Ethel wants billiards. Father, what a dessert you've eaten, greedy pig.
Crack me a filbert, please, Edward. I had none.
I beg your pardon, Alice. Won't you sit down?
No.
Come here, Puss. Now, have you decided yet what you want for a wedding present?
After mature consideration, I decide on a check.
Do you?
Yes. If you desire to add any trimmings in the shape of a piano or a Persian carpet, you may. And Dennis and I will be grateful. But I think I'd let yourself go over a check.
You're a minx.
Here, who's going to play?
Well, if my wrist will hold out.
Oh, no, Dennis, don't you bother looking for them. Honor! Where are the Raymond Aloneses?
She's in the drawing room with Auntie and Mr. Colpus.
Now, I suggest that you and Dennis go and take off the billiard table cover. You'll find folding it up a very excellent amusement.
Dear Father, You must try not to be roguish. You won't get a blush or a giggle out of either of us. Dennis, come here and kiss me before everybody.
I'll do nothing of the sort.
If you don't, I swear I won't marry you. Come along. I detest self-conscious people. Come on. That's a nice sort of kiss, too. If it wasn't for having to send back the presents, I wouldn't marry you.
Women have no shame.
Oh, no, they are not in the dining room.
But they must be. Where else can they be?
That's what you ought to know.
Well, what about a game?
I'll pay you 50 up, not more. I'm getting old.
Yes, those are good apples at Behrman's. 6 of my trees spoilt this year.
Here you are, Booth.
Oh, Anna, don't be such a fool. I want the Raymond Aloneses.
I don't know the difference.
No, you don't, but you might learn. Boost! What is it, sir?
Look for your cigars yourself. Honor, go back to your reading or your sewing or whatever it was you were fiddling with and fiddle in peace.
Oh, I dare say they're in the library. What a house!
Booth is so trying.
Anna, why do you put up with it?
Someone has to.
She's getting old.
How long were you with the Pettifers?
Fortnight? Doesn't seem 3 months since I was here.
I'm down so seldom.
I might be one of the family, almost.
You know they're always pleased.
Well, being a homeless person. What a cartload to descend yesterday and today. The Major and Emily. Emily's not at all well. Hugh and Mrs. Hugh and me. Are you staying?
No, I must have a word with Father.
Edward, you look more like a half-baked pie crust than usual. I wish you didn't sit over your desk quite so much.
You're very well.
I'm always well, and nearly always happy.
Here, excuse fingers.
Thank you. Edward, why have you given up proposing to me?
One can't go on proposing forever.
Have you seen anyone you like better?
No.
Well, I miss it.
What satisfaction did you find in refusing me?
I find satisfaction in feeling that I'm wanted.
Without any intention of giving, of throwing yourself away.
Now we come from mere vanity to serious questions.
Mine was a very serious question.
But, Edward, all questions are serious to you. You're a perfect little pocket guide to life. Every question answered. What to eat, drink, and avoid. What to believe, what to say. Some things are worth bothering over, and some aren't.
One lays down principles.
I prefer my plan. I always do what I know I want to do. Crack me another nut.
Haven't you had enough?
I know I want one more. I know it's just as I knew I didn't want to marry you. Each time. I didn't say no on principle, or because I thought it wouldn't be wise. That's why I want you to keep on asking me, because at any moment I might say yes. Then I suppose I should find it was simply a habit you'd fallen into and you didn't want me after all. Still, take another chance. Take it now.
No. I think not. Now.
Edward, there's nothing wrong, is there?
Nothing at all.
I believe I could write business letters upon an island in the middle of Fleet Street. But while Booth is poking at a ventilator with a billiard cue, no, I can't. The vicar's in the drawing room. My bedroom's like an ice house.
Edward, I wish you'd come and have a look at this ventilator, like a good fellow.
No one has a right to be as good and kind as Edward is. It encourages the rotters.
Satisfactory day's shopping?
The baby bride and I bought clothes all the morning. Then we had lunch with Dennis and bought furniture.
Nice furniture?
Very good and very new. They neither of them know what they want. Beatrice, why do women get married? Oh, of course, if you're caught young. With Ethel and Dennis now, they're two little birds building their nest, and it's all ideal. They'll soon forget they've ever been apart.
Mother wants last week's notes and queries. Have you seen it?
No.
It ought not to be here. Hugh had it.
Lit his pipe with it.
Oh, do you think so?
This is a most unrestful house.
I once thought of putting the Voyseys into a book of mine, and then I concluded that they'd be as dull there as they are anywhere else.
They're no duller than most of the rest of us.
But how very dull that is.
They're a little noisier, perhaps not quite so well-mannered, but I love them in a sort of way.
I don't. I should have thought love was just what they couldn't inspire.
Hugh's not like the others.
He has most of their bad points. But I don't love Hugh.
Beatrice, you shouldn't say so.
Sounds affected, doesn't it?
Beatrice, were you in love with Hugh when you married him? Don't answer if you don't want to.
I married him for his money.
He hadn't much.
I had none. And I wanted to chuck journalism and write books. Yes, I loved him enough to marry him, but with some of us, that's not much.
But you thought you'd be happy?
No, I didn't. I hoped he'd be happy. Dear Alice, however should you understand such things? You've 800 a year.
What has that to do with it?
Fine feelings, my dear, are as much a luxury as clean gloves. From 17 to 28, I had to earn my own living. And I'm no genius. So there wasn't a single thing I ever did genuinely for its own sake. No, always with an eye to bread and butter, pandering to the people who were to give me that. I warned Hugh. He took the risk.
What risk?
That one day I'd find I could get on better without him.
And if he can't without you?
One should never let one's happiness depend on other people. It's degrading.
My dear man, stick to the shares and risk it.
Oh, of course, if you seriously advise me.
I never advise greedy children. I let them overeat themselves and take the consequences.
Uncle Trench, you've been out in the garden without a hat on after playing billiards in that hot room.
We had to stop. My wrist was bad. They've started pool.
Is Booth going to play?
We left him instructing Ethel how to hold a cue.
I can finish my letter.
Oh, don't go, my dear.
I'm taking this to Auntie. Notes and queries. She wants it.
This room's cold. Why don't they keep the fire up?
It was too hot in the billiard room. You know, Voysey, about those alguazils.
What?
Those alguazils.
Oh, excuse me, sir.
Hello, do you want to clear?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, that's right. Go on, go on. George, I've told you again and again, you ought not to go after high interest as you do. What do you want it for? You never spend half your income.
I like to think that my money is doing some good in the world. Those mines are very useful things, and 42% is pleasing.
You're an old gambler.
Ah, but then I have you to advise me. If I do what you tell me in the end, you can't deny that.
Well, the man who don't know must trust in the man who do, eh?
There's 10,000 in Amsterdam. What else can we put it into?
Well, I could find you something at 4.5. Oh,
Lord.
But I sometimes wish you'd look after your own affairs more than you do. You leave far too much in my hands.
It's a matter of knowing one's man, as I know you. Ah, my friend. What will happen to your firm when you depart this life? Not before my time, I hope.
What do you mean?
Edward's no use.
I beg your pardon. He's very sound in business.
Maybe, but I tell you, he's no use, no personality.
I fear you don't much like Edward.
No, I don't.
That's a pity. That's a great pity.
He's not his father, and he never will be. What's the time?
It's 10:20.
I must be trotting. I'll look into the drawing room for a second. Stroll home with me.
No, I can't.
Oh, well, good night. Good night, Edward.
I'll leave the table, Phoebe. You can come back in 10 minutes. Well, Edward?
Would you mind, sir, dropping with me for the future all your protestations about putting the firm's affairs straight, about your anxieties and sacrifices? I see now, a cleverer man than I could have seen it yesterday, that this hasn't been your object at all. You've used your client's capital to produce your own income, to bring us up and endow us with. You've been very generous to us all, Father. £10,000 to Booth for his children, what you're giving Ethel on her marriage.
What's the object of this, Edward?
If I am to remain in the firm, it had better be with a very clear understanding of things as they are.
Then you do remain.
I must remain.
That's wise of you. I'm very glad.
But I make one condition, and I want some information.
Well?
Of course, no one has discovered this state of things.
P.C. knows.
P.C.?
His father found out.
Oh. Does he draw hush money?
I have made him a little present from time to time, but I might quite well have done that in any case. P.C.'s a devoted fellow. Couldn't do without him.
No, it would hardly be wise to try. Well, the condition I make is a very simple one. It is that we should really try, as unobtrusively as you like, to put things straight.
Well, I've no doubt you'll prove an abler man of business than I have been.
Well, to begin with, we can halve what I draw from the firm.
As you please.
And it seems to me that you can't give Ethel this £1,000 diary.
I have given my word to Dennis.
Since the money isn't yours to give.
I should not dream of depriving Ethel of what, as my daughter, she has every right to expect. I'm surprised at your suggesting such a thing.
I'm set on this, Father.
Don't be such a fool, Edward. What would it look like, suddenly refusing without rhyme or reason? What would old Tregoning think?
Oh, Father, can't you see that it's my duty to prevent this?
Well, you can prevent it by going to the nearest policeman. Understand, Edward, I don't want to force you to go on. Come with me gladly, or don't come at all.
It is my duty to be of what use to you I can, sir. Father, I want to save you if I can.
Thank you. I have been saving myself quite satisfactorily for the last 30 years, and you must please believe that by this time I know my own business best.
Well, can't we find Ethel's money some other way? How do you manage your own income?
I have a checkbook and a bank balance, haven't I? I spend what I think well to spend. You say none of it's my own. I might say it's all my own. I think I've earned it.
Well, that's what I can't forgive. Now, if you'd lived poor, if you'd really done all you could for your clients and not thought of your own pocket. But, Father, do own the truth. Didn't you simply seize this chance as a means of money-making?
Certainly. My dear boy, you don't grasp the ABC of my position. Business nowadays is run on the lines of the confidence trick. What has carried me to victory? The confidence of my clients. What has earned me that confidence? A decent life, my integrity, my home, my brains? No. My reputation for wealth. That and nothing else. Should I have had confidence in myself if I'd remained a poor man? No, I should not. In this world, Edward, you are either the master of money or its servant. And if one is not opulent in one's daily life, one loses that wonderful financier's touch. All my surroundings, you and your brothers and sisters that I have brought into and up and put out into the world so worthily, you in your turn inspire confidence.
I sat down yesterday to try to make a list of those people who've been good enough to trust their money to us. From George Booth with his money piling up while he sleeps, so he fancies, to Nursey with her savings, which she brought you so proudly to invest. But you've let those alone at least.
£500. I don't remember what I did with it.
But that's damnable.
Indeed. I give her £75 a year for it. Would you like to take charge of that account, Edward? I'll give you £500 to invest tomorrow.
Father, setting every moral issue aside, it's all very well you playing Robin Hood in this magnificent manner, but have you given a moment's thought to the sort of inheritance you'll be leaving me?
Ah, now that's a question you have every right to ask.
If you died tomorrow, could we pay 8 shillings in the pound, or 17, or 5? Do you know?
And the answer is that by your help, I have every intention when I die of leaving a personal estate that will run into 6 figures. I mean that the name of Voysey shall be carried high in the world by my children and my grandchildren. Don't you be afraid, Edward. Ah, you lack experience, my boy. Your impulses are a bit chaotic. You must realize that money-making is one thing, and religion another, and family life a third, and that if we apply our energies wholeheartedly to each of these in turn, and realize that different laws govern each, that there's a different end to be served, a different ideal to be striven for in each. Hello, Mother.
There you are, Trench. I've been deserted.
George Booth gone?
Are you talking business? Perhaps you don't want me.
No business.
I think the others are in the billiard room.
We're not talking business, old lady.
I'll be off, sir.
Why don't you stay? I'll come up with you tomorrow.
No, thank you, sir.
Then I'll be up about noon.
Good night, Mother.
You look tired.
No, I'm not.
What did you say?
Nothing, Mother dear.
Night, my dear boy.
George Booth went some time ago. He said he thought you might have caught a chill walking round the garden. How careless without a coat.
I'm all right. You're a fuss-box, old lady.
Don't be rude, Trench.
Mother, you left your shawl in the drawing room. Oh, why can't they finish clearing?
Now who's careless?
Phoebe, finish here. And then you can bring the tray for Mr. Hughes.
This is a very perplexing correspondence about the Cromwell family. One can't deny the man had good blood in him. His grandfather, Sir Henry, and his uncle, Sir Oliver.
There's a pain in my back.
And it's difficult to discover where the taint crept in.
I must have strained myself putting in those strawberry plants.
Yes, but then how was it he came to disgrace himself so? I believe the family has quite disappeared. Regicide is a root and branch curse. You must read the letter signed CWA. It's quite interesting. There's a misprint in mine about the first umbrella maker. Now, where is it?
They're coming back, and I forgot one of the blinds in the library.
Well, pull it up quick and make yourself scarce. I'll open the door.
Will you come in here?
Thank you.
Now I'll intrude no longer.
You will take some lunch?
No.
Not a glass of wine?
If there is anything I can do, just send round.
Thank you.
My dear Emily. My dear Booth.
I think it all went off as he would have wished.
Great credit, great credit.
Have you got the right time?
Yes, I think so. I make it 40 minutes to 1. Trenchard, there's a very old and dear friend of your father's who won't mind me saying how glad I was that you were present today. Death closes all. Indeed, it must be a great regret to you that you did not see him before.
I don't think he asked for me.
No? No. Well, my dear Hugh, I won't intrude.
There's no need to hang over her, Emily.
No, of course not.
I hope your wife's well, Hugh.
Thank you, Trench. I think so. Beatrice is in America, giving some lectures there.
Really?
Now be very quiet, Christopher.
I think the boy better run away and play. Now take a book and keep quiet. Do you hear me, Christopher?
Library.
Have a glass of wine, Mother.
What?
Have a glass of wine.
Sherry, please.
Edward, Honor has gone to her room. I must take her some food and make her eat it. She's very upset.
Make her drink a glass of wine and say that it is necessary she should come down here. And do you mind not coming back yourself, Alice?
Certainly, if you wish.
What's this? What's this? What's this, Edward?
There is something I wish to say to you all.
What?
Well, Booth, you'll hear when I say it.
Well, is it business? Because I think this is scarcely the time for business.
Yes, it is business, and rather more than business, Booth. There is something I wish to say to all the family.
Well, Trenchard, As Edward is in position of trustee, executor, I suppose.
I don't see what your objection is.
Don't you? I should not call myself a sentimental man.
Dennis, you'd better stay. You represent Ethel.
Why?
My dear Honor, I'm sorry to be so merciless. Mother, we're going to have a little necessary talk over matters. I hope you won't mind.
Edward,
Yes, Mother dear.
you don't think...
Honor, control yourself.
I think we might all sit down. Hugh, there's a chair.
Well, Edward?
I'll come straight to the point that concerns you. Our father's will leaves certain sums to you all. The gross amount will be something over £100,000. There will be no money.
I didn't hear.
Edward says there's no money. I think you said will be.
Why will there be no money?
Because every penny by right belongs to the clients Father spent his life in defrauding. And I mean that in its worst sense. Swindling, thieving. Now, I must collect everything I can, any you can give me, put the firm into bankruptcy, pay back all we can. I'll stand my trial, and it'll come to that with me. And the sooner the better. Quite right. What is there to be said? I'm sorry to hurt you, Mother.
I can't quite hear what you're saying, but I can guess what it is. And you don't hurt me, Edward. I've known of this for a long time.
Mother, did he know you knew?
What did you say?
I may as well tell you, Edward, I suspected everything wasn't right about the time of my last quarrel with my father. But as there was nothing I could do, I did not pursue my suspicions. Was Father aware that you knew, Mother?
We never discussed it. There was once a time, I believe, when all of you were younger, when he was in great danger of being found out. But we never discussed it.
Well, I'm glad it isn't such a shock to all of you.
My God. Before the earth has settled on his grave.
Oh, poor Papa. Poor Papa.
Honor, we shall all need your help and advice.
I think, Emily, there is no need for you to be present at this exposure. I think you'd better now retire.
Very well, Booth.
I have said nothing as yet, Edward. I am thinking.
That's the worst of these family practices. A lot of money hanging around, no audit ever required. The wonder to me is to find an honest solicitor of that sort anywhere.
Really, Trenchard?
Well, think of the temptation. The more able a man is, the less the word honesty bothers him.
And most people are such innocents.
Of course. The whole world is getting further and further into the hands of our experts.
Here were these funds, a kind of lucky bag into which he dipped.
He must have kept accounts of some sort.
Scraps of paper. The separate funds, most of them I can't even trace. The capital doesn't exist.
Well, where's it gone?
You've been living on it.
Good God.
What can you pay in the pound?
As we stand, 6 or 7 shillings, I dare say. But we must do better than that.
Oh, this is very dreadful. Does it mean beggary for the whole family?
Yes, it should.
Nonsense.
What right do we have to a thing we possess?
He didn't make you an allowance, Booth. Your capital's your own, isn't it?
Well, really? I suppose so.
And how long have you had it?
When I married?
Well, that's all right, then.
But it was stolen money, it must have been.
Possibly, and possibly not. Anyway, Booth took it in good faith.
I should hope so.
It was stolen money.
But I say, what ought I to do?
Do, my dear Booth, nothing.
Trenchard, we owe reparation.
No doubt. But to whom? From which client's account was Booth's money taken? You say yourself you don't know.
Trenchard.
My dear Edward, the law will take everything it has a right to and all it can get. You needn't be afraid. But what about your position? Can we get you clear?
Oh, I'll face the music.
But I say, you know, this is awful. Will the thing have to be made public?
And no help for it.
What is all this?
Edward wishes us to completely beggar ourselves in order to pay back to every client to whom Father owed £1, perhaps 10 shillings instead of 7.
He will find that my estate has been kept quite separate.
I'm extremely glad to hear that, Mother.
I suppose, Edward, I'm involved.
I hope not, Dennis. I didn't know that anything of yours.
Yes, all I got under my aunt's will.
And I haven't found any trace of that. Well, we'll hope for the best. What is it, Hugh?
I have been wondering if he can hear this conversation.
Oh, poor Papa. Poor Papa.
I think I shall go to my room. I can't hear a word that any of you are saying. And Edward can tell me about it afterwards.
Would you like to go too, Honor?
Oh, yes, please, I would.
I'll get out, Edward. Whatever you think fit to do. I'm on one side of the fence and Ethel's on the other, so to speak. I just wish I had more work on hand, for her sake and the child's, that's all.
How long have things been wrong?
He told me that the trouble began in his father's time, and that he'd been battling with it ever since.
Oh, come now, that's hardly possible.
I believed him.
What on earth made you stay with him once you knew?
I thought I might be able to prevent things getting worse. So I did what I could myself.
With your own money?
The little I had.
Can you prove that?
I suppose I could.
Well, I suppose that's a good point, but I'm afraid your position at the best is not a happy one.
I know.
Well, I must be off. Work waiting. End of term.
Shall I walk to the station with you?
I'll spend a few minutes with Mother. You'll count on me for any professional help I can give. Please, Edward.
Thank you, Trenchard.
No heart, you know. Great brain. If it hadn't been for that distressing quarrel, I think he might have saved our poor father, don't you, Edward?
Perhaps.
The more I think this out, the more devilishly humorous it gets. Old Booth breaking down by the grave. Culpus reading the service.
Yes, the vicar's badly hit.
Oh, the pater has managed his business for years.
Good God. How should we ever look old Booth in the face again?
I don't worry about him. He can die quite comfortably on our 6 shillings in the pound. It's some of the smaller fry who will suffer.
Now, just explain to me, of what exactly did this defrauding consist?
Speculating with clients' capital. You pocket the gains and you keep paying the client his ordinary income.
So that he doesn't find it out?
Quite so.
In point of fact, he doesn't suffer.
He doesn't suffer till he finds it out.
And all that's wrong now is that some of their capital is missing.
Yes, that's all that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, what is the deficit?
Anything between £200,000 and £300,000.
Oh, dear me. This is a big affair.
Did nobody ever suspect?
When there was any pressing danger. If a trust had to be wound up, he'd make a great effort and put the accounts straight.
Then he did put some accounts straight?
Yes, when he couldn't help himself.
Oh, very well, then. If it was true about our grandfather and all that, why shouldn't we believe him if we can? And Father did effect an improvement. Well, that's to his credit, isn't it? Let us at least be just, Edward.
I'm sorry if I seem unjust. It's just that he has left me in a rather unfortunate position.
Now, I may be right, or I may be wrong. But I'm feeling far less concerned about the client's money than I am at the terrible blow to the family which this exposure will strike. Edward, can't that be prevented?
How?
Well, how was it being prevented before he died, before we knew anything about it?
Oh, listen to this. First Trenchard and now you. You've got the poison in your blood, every one of you. Who am I to talk? I dare say so have I.
Now, look here, Edward, this rhetoric is exceedingly out of place. The simple question before us is, what is the best course to pursue?
There is no question before us. There is only one course to pursue.
You will let me speak, please. Now, insofar as our poor father was dishonest to his clients, I pray that he may be forgiven. Insofar as he spent his life honestly endeavouring to right a wrong which he'd found already committed, I forgive him. I admire him, Edward. And now, if these clients could be kept receiving their natural incomes, and if Father's plan could be carried out of gradually replacing the capital...
You're asking me to carry on this? You don't know what you're talking about.
Well, of course, if you're going to argue round your own incompetence...
Do you want your legacy, Booth?
In one moment, I shall get very angry. Now, do you suppose I should touch, or allow to be touched, the money that Father has left us until every client's claim was satisfied?
My dear Booth, I know you mean well.
Yes, well, I'll come down to your office and work with you.
I'm sure you would.
Of course. If the pater had ever consulted me...
You coming, Booth?
Yes, certainly. I'll talk this over with Trenchard. I say, you're speaking rather loud. You must do nothing rash. I'm sure that he and I can devise something which will obviate the... And that I'm sure that I shall convince you of the...
Booth.
All right, Trenchard. You 8 minutes.
This is an experience for you, Edward.
And I'd feared what the shock might be to you all. Well, Booth's made a good recovery.
You wouldn't have him miss such a chance of booming at us.
It is strange that people will believe you can do right by means that they know to be wrong.
Hubner, what do we know about right and wrong? Let's say legal and illegal. You're so down on the governor because he trespassed against the etiquette of your own profession. But now he's dead. And if there weren't any scandal to think of, it's no use the rest of us pretending to feel him a criminal, because we don't. Which just shows that money and property... Do you want to speak to Edward?
Please, you.
I'll go.
Auntie has told me.
He was fond of you. Don't think worse of him than you can help.
I'm thinking of you.
I may just escape.
So Trenchard says.
My hands are clean, Alice.
I know that.
Mother's not very upset.
She'd expected a smash in his lifetime.
Well, I'm glad that didn't happen.
Yes. I've put Honor to bed. It was a mercy to tell her just at this moment. She can grieve for his death and his disgrace at the same time. And the one grief will soften the other, perhaps.
They're all shocked enough at the disgrace. But will they open their purses to lessen the disgrace?
One mustn't blame them.
Thankful you're out of this mess, Alice.
I shouldn't have been. But I was made to look after my affairs myself, much against my will. My guardian was a person of great character and no principles. I'm sorry you never knew him, Edward. He said to me when I came of age, "You've no moral right to your money. You've not earned it or deserved it in any way. So don't be either surprised or annoyed when any enterprising person tries to get it from you. He has at least as much moral right to it as you. If he can use it better, perhaps he has more." Shocking sentiments, aren't they? But perhaps that's why I've less pity for some of these clients than you have, Edward.
Alice, some of these people will be beggared. I felt ashamed to walk into that office. I'll hold my head high in prison, though.
Edward, I'm afraid you're feeling heroic.
Aye?
You looked quite like Booth for the moment. Please don't glory in your martyrdom. It will be very stupid to send you to prison, and you must do your very best to keep out.
I didn't mean to look heroic.
I know. But there's the danger in acting on principle. One begins to think more of one's attitude than of the use of what one is doing.
But I've no choice in the matter. There's only one thing I can do.
Run the ship ashore. Well, if you say so.
Unless you expect me to take Booth's advice. Turn honest cheat. Juggle and speculate in the hope that... Could go on. Say for a year. Putting the worst cases straight. Or till I get found out, which I almost certainly should be. But I don't think I'd be any good at the game, Alice. Do you know, there's something in me that would rather like to try. What do you say?
Dear Edward, I can't advise.
You've undermined my principles. You must give me some help in exchange.
I'm lawless at heart, I fear. Most women are. What would happen at the end of the year?
Then I should have to do what I ought to do now. Send round a polite letter. Dear sir or madam, I am a thief. Please call the police. But I can't succeed. Understand that I can't make up $250,000 by careful management.
Will it be much worse for you if at last they do call the police?
Well, that would be nobody's business but my own.
I'd do anything to help you. Anything. That sounds like dear Booth, and it's just as silly.
Suppose I tackle the job.
Not because I want you to.
Do you? No. You shan't have to think that.
But, my dear, I shall be so proud of you.
When I failed,
I shan't think of failure.
Booth and Hugh and the rest must hold their tongues. I needn't have told them.
They'll do that much for you.
But I rather enjoyed telling them too.
Dear Edward, I'm so happy. Suddenly you're a different man.
Am I?
You've begun to be. It was in you to be, and I knew it.
I wonder. I wonder if I'm not. Already.
Why?
If my father didn't begin just like this. Doing the right thing in the wrong way. Then doing the wrong thing. Coming to be what he was and bringing me to this. Alice, suppose it's not failure I'm risking, but success. You're right, I feel a different man.
I'll take that risk. I'll risk your turning crook. And it's a pretty big risk now for me.
And there's no more to be said. Is there?
Not for the moment. I must go back to honour. Horrid if one knew it. To look comic when one is suffering. Here's Booth back again.
Shall I tell him he's convinced me?
It would delight him, but I shouldn't.
PC, any notes for me?
I've hardly been through the letters yet, sir.
Oh, and I'm late myself.
I'm very sorry, sir.
Write to Metcalfe. Tell him I've seen Mr. Vickery this morning and that we hope for a decision from Mr. Booth within a day or so. Better show me the letter.
Very good, sir.
That'll be all, thank you, PC.
May I speak to you for a moment, sir?
Certainly.
Bills are beginning to come in upon me, as is usual at this season, sir. My son's allowance at Cambridge is now a heavy item of my expenditure. I hope that the custom of the firm isn't to be neglected now that you're the head of it, Mr. Edward. 200, your father always made it, at Christmas. In notes, if you please.
Ah, yes. Your hush money.
That's not a very pleasant word.
This is an unpleasant subject.
Well, it's not one I wish to discuss. Mr. Voysey would always give me the notes in an envelope when he shook hands with me at Christmas.
Why didn't you talk to me about this last Christmas?
Oh, you were so upset about your father's death.
But my father died the summer before that.
Ah, yes. Well, truthfully, Mr. Edward?
As truthfully as you think suitable.
I always thought there must be a smash when your father died. But it didn't come. I couldn't make you out, so I thought I'd better keep quiet for a bit and say nothing.
I see. Well, I'm glad to have had this little chat with you, PC. I'm sorry you can't have the money.
Oh, any time will do, sir.
You can't have it at all.
Can't I?
No. This is one of the first things I made up my mind about. The firm's business is no longer run as it used to be. In fact, we no longer make illicit profits out of our clients, so there are none for you to share.
Mr. Edward, I'm sorry we began this discussion. You'll give me my 200, please, and we'll drop the subject.
Yes. I've no more to say.
I want the money. And it's hardly gentlemanly in you, Mr. Edward, to try to get out of giving it to me. Your father would never have made such an excuse.
Do you think I'm lying to you?
Well, that is no business of mine, sir.
Providing the dividend is punctually paid.
And there's no need to be sarcastic.
Would you rather I told you in plain words what I think of you?
That I'm a thief because I've taken money from a thief?
Worse. You are content to have other people steal for you.
And who isn't?
Ah, my dear PC, I fear we mustn't begin to talk economics. The present point is that I no longer receive these particular stolen goods, so I am in a position to throw a stone at you, and I have thrown it.
Then I have resigned my position here.
Very well.
And I happen to think that the secret is worth its price.
Perhaps someone will pay it you.
Now, don't presume upon its not being worth my while to make use of what I know.
My dear PC, I am doing a thankless, quite unprofitable job here. How on earth can you expect to blackmail a man who has everything to gain by exposure and nothing to lose?
But I've been counting on the money for most of the year. I've been led into very heavy expenses. But why couldn't you have warned me?
Yes, that's true, PC. I'm sorry. It was stupid of me.
Things may get easier for you by and by.
Possibly.
Will you reconsider the matter then?
Then you don't believe what I've been telling you?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
But you think that the fascination of swindling one's clients will finally prove irresistible?
Well, that's what your father found. I suppose you know.
I didn't.
Oh, he got things right as rain once. My father told me, but he started again.
Are you sure of this?
Oh, sir, I knew your father pretty well.
So you have hopes for me yet?
I know, Mr. Edward, now you're different from your father. So if you'll just give me enough to cover this year's extra expenses, I think I can promise you that I shan't expect money again.
Here is a letter from Mr. Cartwright. If he wants an appointment, don't make one before the new year.
I show myself anxious to meet you in every way.
Percival Building Estate, that's yours too.
But if I am driven to proceed to extremities...
My dear PC, don't talk nonsense. You couldn't proceed to an extremity to save your life.
Really, Mr. Edward, I am a considerably older man than you.
I'm sorry. Don't forget the letters.
I will not, sir. Mr. Hugh is waiting.
To see me? Show him in.
Come this way, Mr. Hugh, please.
How are you?
I don't know.
How's Beatrice?
Ink to the elbows. She's halfway through her new book.
What do you want?
I want a machine gun planted in Regent Street. And one in the Haymarket. And one in Leicester Square, and one in the Strand. And a dozen in the city. An earthquake would be simpler. Or why not a nice, clean, tidal wave? It's no use preaching and patching up any longer, Edward. We must begin afresh. Don't you feel, even in your calmer moments, that this whole country is simply hideous? The other nations must look after themselves. I'm patriotic. I only ask that we should be destroyed.
It has been promised.
I'm sick of waiting. You say this is the cry of a weak man in despair. I wouldn't be anything but a weak man in this world. I walked here this morning from Highgate. By Hornsey and Highbury and Hackney and Hoxton. Upper Holloway and Lower Holloway. Pentonville and Clerkenwell.
I don't know any of them.
Nobody does, except the million people who live there. But that's London. I started to curse because the streets were dirty. You'd think that an empire would keep its streets clean. Then I saw that the children were dirty too. You'd think that a governing race grabbing responsibilities would care for its children.
Come, we educate them now.
We teach them all that we're not ashamed of. And much that we ought to be. And the rest they find out for themselves. Oh, every man and woman I met was muddy-eyed. They joined the great conspiracy which we call our civilization. They've been educated. They believe in the laws and the money market and respectability. Well, at least they suffer for their beliefs. But I'm glad that I don't make the laws.
and that I have no money, and that I hate respectability. Well, I should be so ashamed. By the by, that's what I've come about.
What? I thought you'd only come to talk.
You must take that money of mine for your clients. Of course, you ought to have had it when you asked for it.
Oh, my dear Hugh. You can't afford it.
Ha! Fatal word, afford. Give a man an income, big or small, and he spends half his time thinking what he can or can't afford. The money has been a curse to me. It has never belonged to me.
No?
Oh, never mind the legal. I mean in the real sense. How could it belong to me? I didn't create it, or even earn it. I've belonged to it. So, there's the first step to being free. Do you remember what a row there was at home when I said I meant to paint?
Very well.
However, the pater came down at last with $200 a year. Studio rent, velvet coat, sardines for supper. That's what the art of painting meant to him. Then I got married to Beatrice, which was so unexpectedly moral of me that he sprang another 200. Well, I've kept busy, and I've learned how to paint, and I do paint. Other men's pictures.
Forgery?
Yes, it is.
Are you joking?
Not at all. 49 out of 50 of us. If you put us to paint that table and chair. To begin with, we don't see that table and chair. What we see is what we remember of some painting by Matisse or Picasso of some other table and chair. This world, my dear Edward, is growing fuller and fuller of paintings, and of paintings of paintings of paintings, and a couple of hundred of them must be mine. If I could afford it, I'd... Afford? I'd buy them back and burn them. Don't you see, I must find out what I'm worth in myself. Whether I even exist or not. Perhaps I'm only the pretense of a man animated by an income.
Yes? Yes, in 2 minutes. I must throw you out, Hugh. What does Beatrice say, by the by?
Oh, about the money. Yes, there's that. I can't quite leave her with nothing.
Are you leaving her?
We got married with the idea that we'd separate someday. And I can't be free unless I do.
But I thought you were so fond of each other.
I suppose in a sort of way we still are. We've always disagreed about everything, and that used to be stimulating. But now, when we argue, we quarrel. And that's tiring.
Do they know down at home that you're not getting on?
Emily may.
Well, for goodness sake, put a good face on things for Christmas.
I don't believe I'll be coming down for Christmas.
Nonsense. Now, Hugh, I won't take this money off you. There's no need. All the good that I wanted to do has been done now. No one will be beggared now, so why should you be?
We've taken a fine lot of interest in your labours. Haven't we, Hercules? When will you be quit of the business?
I'm in no hurry.
Oh, what do you gain by hanging on now?
Occupation.
But, my dear Edward, it must be an awfully wearying state of things. I suppose at any minute a policeman may knock on the door, so to speak.
Any minute. I take no precautions, which is probably why he doesn't come.
If you've no right to let your life be brought to nothing.
Does my life matter?
Well, of course.
That's where we differ. The world that you talk about so finely is using me up. A little wantonly, a little needlessly, I do think, but she knows her damn business. As I sit here drudging, earning 30 shillings here, £7 there, I do understand Father a little better.
Oh, I'm all for the pater. He played a great game. And what this civilization needs, if we can't smash it up altogether, is a lot more men like him.
Hello, Hugh. How are you, Edward?
Good morning, Mr. Booth.
Well, Beatrice and I will go down to Chislehurst tomorrow. I said, you know that old Mercy is furious with you about something or other?
Yes, I know. Goodbye.
How are you?
Will you come here or by the fire?
This'll do. I shan't keep you long.
I've got the vicary correspondence. He will pay the extra rent.
Yes, it isn't really that I've come about.
No.
Something less pleasant, I'm afraid.
Litigation, I trust not.
Oh, no, I'm too old to quarrel, no. I've made up my mind to withdraw my securities from the custody of your firm. I don't know how much notice is usual.
To a good solicitor, 5 minutes, 10 to a bad one. Do you have any particular reason for doing this, Mr. Booth?
Oh, yes, naturally. You can't but know, Edward, that I've never been able to feel that implicit confidence in you, in your abilities, which I reposed in your father. Well, hardly to be expected, was it?
Hardly.
Nothing against you. Men like your father were few and far between.
I can't induce you to change your mind.
No. I'll make a point of telling the family that you are in no way to blame.
Mr. Booth, how much exactly do you think you're worth?
God bless. I know what I'm worth.
You'll get not quite half of that out of us. The greater part of it doesn't exist.
Oh, nonsense. I don't want to realize. You hand me over the securities.
How can I hand you over what I haven't got?
Well, is there anything wrong?
How many more times do I have to tell you that we have robbed you of half your property?
My money. God?
Yes.
You have been a thief. You!
I wouldn't tell you if I didn't have to. My father.
I'll make you prove that. Slandering your dead father and lying to me. Revenging yourself by frightening me because I detest you all.
If my father had told you this in plain terms, you would have believed him.
Yes. One has read of this sort of thing. And I thought people always found out.
Well, you found us out. Are you going to prosecute?
Oh, dear. Is that necessary? Or couldn't somebody else do that? I thought the law... What would happen if I don't?
What do you think I'm doing here now?
I don't know.
Mr. Booth. When my father died, I made up my mind to try and put things straight. Now, I throw penny after hardly earned penny into the half-filled pit of our deficit. I've been doing that, for what it's worth, until this should happen. Now, if you care to let things alone, to hold your tongue, I can continue to do that until the next threat comes, and I'll beg that off too, if I can. I felt this to be my duty, and it is my duty to ask you to let me go on.
Ought I to have any further friendly communication with you now at all?
Certainly not. Prosecute. Prosecute.
Don't you lose your temper. It is my place to be angry with you.
I shall be grateful if you prosecute. When you want me, you'll find me here. If you take long to decide, don't alter your behavior to the family in the meantime. They know the main points of the business. And...
Do they? Good God. And I'm going there to dinner the day after. It's Christmas Eve. The hypocrites.
I shall be there. That'll give you 2 days to make up your mind.
You know, I still can't hardly believe this at all. I wish I hadn't found it out. If I have to prosecute...
Well, you need not.
Don't you attempt to influence me, sir.
And what's more, with the money you've got left...
You'll make out a cheque for that at once, sir, and send it to me.
You might.
I shall do the right thing, sir. Never fear.
Save your soul. I am afraid I was going to say.
No, in here will do. Just tell Mr. Edward.
Very well, sir.
I hope my excuse for not coming to dinner was acceptable. I have a very bad headache.
I dare say they believed it.
I couldn't think this matter out alone. I went this afternoon to talk it over with the vicar. After your father, he's my oldest friend now. What a terrible shock to him.
3 of his £4,000 are quite safe.
That you and your father, you whom he baptized, should have robbed him.
So you mean to prosecute?
No, I decided not to prosecute.
I'd been hoping for an escape. Ah, well, can't be helped.
I think I could not bear to see the family that I have loved brought to such disgrace. And I want to ask your pardon, Edward, for some of the hard thoughts I've had of you. I consider your effort now a very striking one. You devote all the firm's earning, I gather, to restoring the misappropriated capital. Very proper.
Mr. Booth, as I told you, you could help me if you would. Your affairs, you see, are about the heaviest the firm carries. Now, if you really want to help me, you could cut your losses. Take interest only on those investments which still do exist.
No, forgive me. I have my own plan.
But by prosecuting, you'd be no better off.
Quite so. The very first thing the vicar said. He has an excellent head for business. Of course, his interests are slight beside mine, but we stand together.
What is your plan?
The moral basis, I quote the vicar, is this. You admit, I take it, that there were degrees of moral turpitude in your father's conduct, but his treachery was blacker by far in some cases than in others.
I think I won't make that admission for the moment.
What? To cheat and betray a lifelong friend and a man of God like the vicar is not no worse than a little ordinary trickiness? No, where are my notes? Our conditions are: 1, we refrain from definitely undertaking not to prosecute. 2, such securities as you have intact are to be returned to us at once.
Certainly.
3, the interest upon those others that have been made away with is to be paid.
As it has been so far.
Well, we admit that. 4, the repayment of our lost capital is to be a first charge upon the surplus earnings of the firm. Edward, oh, don't laugh.
But it's very, very funny.
Stop laughing, Edward.
You refrain from definitely undertaking not to prosecute. That's the neatest touch. That would keep me right under your thumbs, wouldn't it? Oh, you Christian gentleman.
Don't be abusive, sir.
I'm giving my soul and body to restore you and the rest of you your precious money bags, and you'll bleed me dry, won't you? Won't you?
Don't be rhetorical. The money is ours. We want it back. That's reasonable.
Oh, most.
Any slight amendments to the plan, I'm willing to discuss them.
Go to the devil.
And don't be rude.
I'm sorry. Come in.
Am I interrupting business?
Business is over, quite over. Come in, Honor.
I thought, dear Mr. Booth, perhaps you wouldn't mind carrying round this basket of things yourself. It's so very damp underfoot that I don't want to send one of the maids out tonight if I can possibly avoid it. And if one doesn't get Christmas presents the very first thing on Christmas morning, quite half the pleasure in them is lost, don't you think?
Yes.
Now, this is a bell for Mrs. Williams. It's something she said she wanted, so that you can ring for her, which saves the maids. Cap and apron for Mary, cap and apron for Ellen, shawl for Davis when she goes out to the larder. All useful presents. And that's something for you. Only you're not to open it till the morning.
Thank you. I hope my lot has arrived. I left instructions.
Quite safely, and I've hidden them. Presents are put on the breakfast table tomorrow.
When we were children, Christmas breakfast consisted almost entirely of chocolates.
Are you feeling better, George Booth?
No. No, thank you. I can't say I am.
You don't look better.
I still have my headache. Headache!
Bilious, perhaps. I can quite understand why you didn't care to dine, but why not have taken off your coat? How foolish in such a warm house.
I just going.
Your shawl, Mother.
Thank you, Beatrice. I thought I had it on. A Merry Christmas to you.
Good evening, Mr. Booth.
Oh, I beg your pardon. Good evening, Mrs. Hugh. Will you see me out, Edward?
Have you seen Emily?
I think she's talking to Booth.
I think she's taken my fine scissors.
And I'm afraid she's telling him about you and Hugh.
We agreed that nothing more was to be said until after Christmas. Emily, have you taken my fine scissors?
No, Beatrice.
Oh, here they are. I must have taken them. I do apologize.
I'm afraid Booth's rather cross. He's gone to look for Hugh.
Honor, I have a good mind to make you do this sewing for me.
Beatrice, what on earth is this that Emily has been telling me?
I know quite well what you want to talk about, Booth. Discuss the matter by all means if it amuses you, but don't shout.
I use the voice that nature has gifted me with, Beatrice. I want Mother's opinion, too. Mother, what do you think?
What about?
Hugh and Beatrice separating.
They haven't separated.
But they mean to.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
Yes, I quite agree with you.
Such reasoning would convert a stone.
Why have I not been told?
You have just been told.
Before!
The truth is, dear Booth, we're all so afraid of you.
Ah, well, I should be glad to think that.
Don't you?
Beatrice, your callousness shocks me. That you can dream of deserting Hugh, a man of whom all others needs constant care and attention.
May I remark that the separation is as much Hugh's wish as mine?
I don't believe that.
Really?
Well, I don't imply that you're lying. But you must know that it's Hugh's nature to wish to do anything that he thinks anybody wishes him to do. Now, all my life I've had to stand up for him. And by Jove, I'll continue to do so.
Booth, if you could manage to let this alone.
Look here, Booth. I will not have you interfering in my private affairs. Is one never to be free from your bullying?
You ought to be grateful.
Well, I'm not.
This is a family affair.
It is not.
Well, if all you can do is to contradict me, you better sit down and listen to what I have to say. What? Why do you wish to separate?
We don't get on well together.
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. Can you think of a better reason?
Well, of course, I've given up expecting common sense from you. But Beatrice...
Booth, there is hardly any subject I wouldn't ask your advice about. But upon this, please let me know better. Hugh and I will be happier apart.
Why?
Hugh finds that my opinions distress him, and I have at last lost patience with Hugh.
What is Beatrice saying?
That she wishes to leave her husband because she has lost patience.
Then you must be a very ill-tempered woman. Hugh has a sweet nature.
Nonsense, Mother!
I quite agree with you, Mother. You have a sweet nature, Hugh, and it is most difficult to get angry with you. I have been 7 years working up to it. But now that I am angry, I shall never get pleased again.
Well, how has he failed in his duty? Tell us. I'm not bigoted in his favour. I know your faults, Hugh.
Why can't you leave them alone? Leave us alone.
I'd state my case against Hugh if I thought he'd retaliate.
Beatrice thinks I ought to prostitute my art to make money.
Please don't use metaphors of that sort.
Yes, I think Hugh ought to earn more money.
Well, why doesn't he?
I don't want money.
Well, how can you not want money? As well say you don't want bread.
It is when one has known what it is to be a little short of both.
Booth is the only one of you that I can hear quite distinctly. But if you two foolish young people think you want to separate, try it. You'll soon come together again and be glad of it. People cannot fight against nature for long. Marriage is a natural state once you're married.
Quite right, Mother.
I know.
Beatrice, have you considered that whether you're right or whether you're wrong, that by deserting Hugh, you'll cut yourself off from the family?
Oh, I wish to God I'd ever been able to cut myself off from the family. Look at Trenchard.
I do not forgive Trenchard for his quarrel with the pater.
He quarrelled because that was his best way of escape.
Escape from what?
From tyranny, from hypocrisy, from boredom, from his happy English home.
Now, my dear, it's no use.
Speak so that Mother can hear you.
Why are we all dull, cubbish, uneducated, hopelessly middle class?
Cubbish?
Middle class? Hugh, do think what you're saying.
Upper middle class, then. Yes, and snobbish, too. What happens when you're born into that estate? Comfort, That is the watchword given us. We must work for a comfortable livelihood. We must practice a comfortable morality. I found out soon enough, when I tried to express myself in art, that there was nothing to express. Except a few habits and tags of other people's thoughts and feelings. There is no me. I'm an illusion. We and our sort have ceased to exist at all. Trenchard escaped in time. You went into the army, so how could you discover what a back number you are? And look at Honor!
Honor leads a useful life, and a happy one. We all love her.
Yes. And what have we always called her? Mother's right hand. I wonder they bothered to give her a name. And though your luck has been pretty poor, Edward, you've come up against realities at least. Against something that could make a man of you. But if Booth thinks this world will stand still because he and his like want to be comfortable, that's where he's wrong.
We will return, if you please, to the original subject of discussion, this question of a separation.
Beatrice and I mean to separate. Nothing you may say will prevent it. The only trouble is money. She says we must have enough to live apart comfortably.
Yes, comfortably.
And I dare say she's right. She generally is. So the question is, can we raise it?
Well?
Well, for the moment, we can't.
Well, then?
So we can't separate.
Then what in heaven's name have we been discussing it for?
I haven't discussed it. I don't want to discuss it. Why can't you mind your own business? Now, I am going back to the billiard room and my book.
Well, I'm not an impatient man, but really.
Hugh's tragedy is that he's just clever enough to have found himself out. And no cleverer. As soon as I am earning enough, I shall walk off from him.
You will do nothing of the sort, Beatrice.
How will you stop me, Booth?
Well, I shall tell Hugh that he must command you to stay.
Ah, if I'd married you, Booth.
Well, I own to thinking that I am a masterful man.
If I tried to leave you, Booth, you'd have whipped me. Wouldn't you?
Well.
Do say yes. Think how it will frighten Emily.
Well, Hugh's been a worry to me all my life. And now, as head of the family, well, I suppose I'd better go and give the dear chap a quiet talking to. I see your point of view, Beatrice.
Why disturb him at his book? Do you find Booth difficult to manage, Emily?
No. It's best to let him talk himself out. When he's done that, he'll often come to me for advice. But I like him to get his own way as much as possible, or think he's getting it. Otherwise, he becomes so depressed.
Edward shouldn't be listening to this. Your presence profanes these mysteries.
I won't tell. And I'm a bachelor.
Do you really mean to leave Hugh?
Emily, I've said so.
What's Booth shouting about in the billiard room?
Oh, no, on Christmas Eve, too.
Don't you take any interest in my matrimonial affairs?
Well, that was an interesting article. The Chinese Empire must be in a shocking state. Is it 10 o'clock yet?
Past.
Can someone tell me the time?
It's past 10, Auntie.
Then I shall go to my room. Shall I come and look after you, Mother? No. Honor will look after me. Good night, Alice. Good night, Edward.
Good night, Mother dear.
I am not at all pleased with you, Beatrice.
I'm sorry, Mother. Hugh is right about this family. It'll never make any new life for itself.
There are Booth's children.
Poor little devils.
Emily is an excellent mother.
Yes. They'll grow up to be good men and women, and one will go into the army, and one into the navy, and one into the church, and perhaps one to the devil and the colonies. They'll serve their country and govern it, and help to keep it like themselves, dull and respectable, hopelessly middle class. Genius and poverty may exist in England if they'll hide their heads. For show days, we've our aristocracy, but let us not forget, gentlemen, that it is the plain, solid, middle-class man who has made us what we are.
Yeah.
Now, that is out of my book. The next one. Had your great-grandfather a comfortable income, Edward?
I think so. It was his father made the money, in trade.
Which has been filtering away ever since.
Yes, you're right. Family's petering out as its income does. 6 of us and only Booth's 2 children.
It's more than the shrinking income that's doing it. More even than Hugh's worship of comfort. Some fresh impulse to assert itself. I expect that is what a class needs to keep it socially alive. Well, your father developed one.
Not a very happy one.
It might have been. If he'd had the good sense to borrow the money for his financial operations just a little less casually.
Do you know what I think I found out about him now?
Something interesting, I'm sure.
He did save my grandfather and the firm from a smash. That was true. But then, 6 years later, he started cheating again, on his own account. I suppose he found himself in a corner.
Not a bit of it. He did it deliberately. One day, when he was feeling extra fit, he must have said to himself, why not? Well, here goes. You never understood your father. I do. It's my business, too.
He's an old scoundrel, Beatrice, and it's sophistry to pretend otherwise.
But he was a bit of a genius, too. You can't be expected to appreciate that. It's tiresome work, I know. Tidying up after these little Napoleons. And he really did make money, didn't he? Besides stealing it.
Oh, Lord, yes. I dare say more than he stole.
Well, there you are, then. And we all loved him. You did, too, Alice.
I adored him.
He was a scoundrel and a thief.
I always knew he was a scoundrel of some sort. I thought he probably had another family somewhere.
Oh, what fun had he, Edward?
I fancy not.
No, he wasn't that sort. And it spoils the picture to overcrowd it. Have you ever been sorry you didn't do the obviously wise thing? Uncover the crime and let the law take its course?
Often.
Why did you take up the challenge? Single-handed? Lawlessly?
I think that I wanted, quite selfishly, touch vaingloriously, I dare say, to prove what my honesty was worth, what I was worth. And I was up against it. And then, of course, I loved the pater.
In spite of all?
Yes. I thought that if the worst of what he'd so recklessly done was put right, it would be better for him somehow.
Silence in the court.
What's happened?
The smash has come and it's not my fault. Old George Booth.
I knew he'd been here.
You found out? I had to tell him. You can imagine him. I told him to take what was left of his money and prosecute. Well, he'll take what he can get, and he won't prosecute. For he wants to bleed me sovereign by sovereign as I earn, sovereign by sovereign until he's got the rest. And he's told the vicar, who's told his wife, who's told the choir boys by now, I expect. It's a smash, and I thank God for it.
And what'll happen now?
I don't know. Jail, possibly. I'll be struck off the rolls anyhow. No more Lincoln's in for me.
And what then?
I don't know, and I don't care.
But I do.
Oh, I shan't shoot myself. I've never cared enough about my life to take the trouble to end it. I hope they won't undo what I've done, though.
At the best, I suppose you'll be left pretty hard up for the time being.
If His Majesty doesn't give me a new suit, they'll leave me the clothes on my back.
What a good thing I've my 800 a year.
What exactly do you mean by that?
Could they take my money as well, if we were married already? I've never been clear about married women's property, but you know it's your business too.
Are you?
Because if they could, it would be only sensible to wait a little, but if not...
Good heavens, the only thing I've been thanking God for during these past miserable years is that you never did say yes to me.
4 times and a half you proposed. The first time on a walk we took down in Devon when you cut a stick of willow and showed me how to make a whistle from it. I have that still, and there are 4.5 notches in it. The half was only a hint you dropped, but I could have caught you on it if I'd wanted to.
You didn't.
No, but I kept the stick.
You didn't care enough for me then.
Well, I
You don't
didn't.
think that now you're 800 a year?
Are you still in love with me, Edward?
The answer must be no.
You're lying.
Can't we stop this? I've had just about as much as I can stand.
Don't be so difficult. If I ask you to marry me, you'll refuse. Then what can I do? I can't coquette and be alluring. I don't know how.
Something to be thankful for.
But, my dear, I love you. I didn't before. I thought you were only a well-principled prig. I was wrong. You're a man, and I love you with all my heart and soul. Please ask me to be your wife.
Well, if I've luck, if they let me go free.
No. Now, while you're in trouble. I won't take you later when the worst is over. I'll marry you tomorrow.
But that's Christmas Day.
And Boxing Day's the next. Well, the old wretch of a vicar can marry us on Saturday.
But I haven't asked you yet.
I don't believe you know that they will put you in prison. It would be so extraordinarily senseless.
Well, now the scandal's out, we must go smash in any case.
You couldn't call them all together. Get them round a table and explain. It wouldn't all be like Mr. Booth and the vicar. Couldn't we bargain with them to let us go on?
Heavens above, I don't want to go on. You don't know what these 2 years have been like.
Yes, I do. I see when I look at you. But it was partly the fear, wasn't it? Or the hope that this would happen. Once it's all open and above board. Besides, you've had no other life. Now there's to be ours. That'll make a difference.
I suppose they might just agree to syndicate themselves, keep me slaving at it.
You could make them.
I believe my father could have if that way out had taken his fancy.
My dear, don't you know yourself yet as I now know you, thank God? You're 10 times the man he ever was. What was he, after all, but a fraud?
Well, I'll try.
I'm sure you should. The others must have gone to bed. This is no way for an upper-middle-class lady to behave, sitting up hobnobbing with you. Good night.
Good night. God bless you.
Even now you haven't asked me.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes, please. Kiss me.
I was going to.
My dear. My very dear. Till tomorrow, then.
Tomorrow.